Hey guys, Mr. Graves here. I am doing the Unit 8 videos over Pythagorean Theorem. It's not going to be a long unit. I'm just making 3 videos. So the first video will be on the Pythagorean Theorem itself. Then the second one is going to be on the converse of it. And then the last one will be about the distance between 2 points, where I have to show you guys the distance formula and the Pythagorean theorem formula. But either way, we are here on the first question. It says here we have to see if these following form a right triangle. So I need to start off with the formula. I'm going to write it under here for name. And I have ace. Oh, Lord, that looks ugly. Okay, I need to make that much better. There we go. There you go. So it's going to be a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And that's the formula for the Pythagorean theorem. And this, we're in these braces because I have carpal tunnel. It makes it very hard sometimes, but I think I can get this thing done. So in this case, remember, between on the triangle for number 1, my smallest side is going to be labeled by A. My second biggest side is going to be my B, and my biggest side is going to be my C. So I'm going to plug these into my formula, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So I know first a, I'm going to do 6 to the second power, which is 6 times 6, which is 36. Then b squared is going to be 8 to the second power. And that's the same as 8 times 8. Remember, you're multiplying 8 by itself, which is 64. And the c squared is going to be 9 to the second power, which is 9 times 9, which is 81. Now, some of us who have number sense can already tell 36 plus 64 is not 81. In fact, if you put in your calculator, 36 plus 64 is actually going to be 100. And of course, we know 100 is not 81. So this is, of course, is false, is your answer for this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. Number 2. Of course, I'm gonna do a different color so y'all can follow along. And number 2, my smallest side is gonna be 5. My second biggest side is gonna be 12, and that's my B, and my biggest side is gonna be C. So I'm gonna start with the formula again. A squared, I know, is 5 to the second power, which is 5 times 5, which is 25. B squared is 12 to the second power, and that's 12 times 12, which is 144. C squared is 13 squared. I know that's 13 times 13, which is 169. And I think this one has a good chance of being true. So let me use my calculator to do 25 plus 144, which is 169. And yes, 169 is equal to 169. And this makes this indeed true. I think that's pretty cool, honestly. So this, we know for sure, we can say this is indeed number 2 is indeed a right triangle. So we can just go ahead and put that little square there. Okay, on to number 3. On number 3, we have the following size: 6, 10, and 8. 6 is the smallest, so that's going to be A. 8 is the second smallest, that's going to be B. And my longest side or biggest side is going to be C. You can also see that on the right triangle, that C is the slanted side. So again, I'm going to use my formula. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So in this case, I'm going to have 6 to the second power. I know that's going to be 36 because 6 times 6 is 36. B squared is going to be 8 squared, which is 8 times 8, which is 64. And 10 squared is going to be 100, of course, because 10 times 10 is 100. And look at that, 100 is equal to 100. So this guy here is going to be true. Now I'm going to go to number 4. Oops, there we go. Now number 4, I already know that this one is true. Please, how do I know? Well, again, the formula: a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A, I know, is going to be the smallest side. Then the second biggest side is going to be 4. And the biggest, or those biggest number, is going to be c for 5. So I plug in my numbers. 3 squared is going to be 9. 4 squared is going to be 16. And 5 squared is going to be 25. For those of us who know mental math, we know 25 is equal to 25. So this is also true. So that is how I know that this guy here is indeed going to be a right triangle. And the same for number 3 as well. So that's how we can do it. In fact, all this whole thing here, you could just go ahead and write it as the converse. I just basically proved that this is actually true. Converse is the same thing as a proof, or proving something's true or not. You guys are going to learn that as you go, if you get to geometry in high school. Let me go to the next page of this worksheet. And here we have to find the missing side. So on here, first on number 7, I wonder if I can make this bigger. Yeah, I can. Sweet. And I can just slide this over here to give myself more space. Perfect. So number 7, I'm going to do it in a different color. Yeah, I'm doing it in black. Now, you're going to ask, okay, on 4 and 8, what is the missing side going to be? Well, the missing side is this guy here. I'm going to call him X, right? And notice that X is directly across from the right angle. That makes that my C. So that's going to be my biggest side. And of course, between 4 and 8, 4 is smaller than 4. 4 is smaller than 8. So this is going to be my A, and it's going to be my B. So now I'm going to use the formula: a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So it's going to be 4 squared plus 8 squared is equal to x squared. I know 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16. And 8 squared is 8 times 8, which is 64. Was x squared. So 16 plus 64 is what? Is 80. And to find out what x is, I'm going to have to do the square root of both sides. So x is going to equal the square root of 80. So I mean x is going to be about 8.9, which is very close to 9, because obviously the square root of 81 is 9. So that's kind of a big hint. So I can, make that, check, hey, does my answer make sense to me? All right, let me go on to number 8. I'm going to do that in red. Remember, directly across. This is my C. So if that's my C, between 6 and 3, since 6 is smaller than 3, that makes this my A. It might be. Excuse me, get some water. So I'm going to do a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Plug in all my stuff, right? 3 squared is the same thing as 3 times 3, which is 9. B squared is 6 squared, which is the same as 6 times 6, which is 36. Oops. I think this x squared. I'm sorry about that. No, that's fine. We'll leave it c squared. Doesn't matter. My OCD is killing me. And of course, we know 9 plus 36 is 45. So to find out what is this, what is c exactly, I'm going to have to do the square root of 45. So I get my calculator. Square root of 45 is approximately 6.7. There we go. Cool stuff, right? Just math. Nothing to be freaked out about, right? Okay, on number 9, notice on number 9, again, is the same thing. Directly across is my C. So I know that this is going to be my A because it's the smallest side. And the second biggest is 10. So I use my formula A squared plus B squared equals C squared. I have like 4 pages on this assignment too. So there's going to be 7 squared, which is 49, of course. And 10 squared is 100. So 100 plus 149 is, so 100 plus 49 is 149. And if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would say this answer is above 12. So I think it's closer to about 13. But let me use my calculator. Square root of 149 is, 12.2. So I was right. It's a little more than 12, but not closer to 13. So it's 12.2. And by the way, you can check my work makes sense, right? Because 12.2 is much bigger than 7 and 10. So I know that is definitely the right answer. All right, on to number 10. Again, directly across from that 90-degree angle is my C. So between 3 and 7, this is my A and this is my B. I go by size. So again, formula A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And here, A is going to be 3 squared, which is going to be 3 times 3, which is 9. And 7 squared is going to be 7 times 7, which is 49. Sorry, they're playing bad music in the background. This is 49 plus 9 is 58. And the square root of 58 is definitely going to be bigger than 7, but less than 8. Yep, I was right, 7.6. So, here on number 11, I'm trying to get this thing all cut out. This is so uncomfortable wearing both of these braces on my hand. But it's the only way I can work at the moment because I'm in so much pain. So directly across, make this my C. This is A and this is going to be my B. Again, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. I'm going to do 2 squared, which is 4, right? 2 times 2 is 4. And 7 squared is 49. So I'm going to do 4 plus 49, which is 53. I'm going to do the square root on 53 on both sides. So the square root of 53 is, oh no, that's not right. 7.3, about 7.3. If you look back at the other one I did, 7.3. Yeah, if you look back on number 10, right, I got 7.6. So, 58 is a little more than 53. So it should be a little bit more, right? All right, then the last one here on number 12. Again, directly across from my 90-degree angles by C, making this A and B. And I have A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So it's going to be 2 squared, which is 4, plus 6 squared, which is 36. And I'm going to have to find out the square root of 40. Oh, no. There we go. So in order for me to find my answer, I have to find the square root of 40. So the square root of 40 is going to be definitely more than 6. Yeah, 6.3. 6.3 is the square root of this thing. So that's how you find the hypotenuse, right? The longest side is the C, the hypotenuse. Now, I'm going to show you how to find Well, you know what? That's not even gonna. That's just the same as all the other stuff. Just involves decimals. Ah, yeah. Okay, okay. You know what? Let me. No, it's fine. Let me just finish it off. It's okay. No big deal. I'll just do all these and get them over it. So this is gonna be C. This is A, and this is gonna be B. I was gonna try to have you show you how to find the missing legs, but let me finish off this side of the worksheet. A squared plus B squared, because you know me. When I start something, I gotta finish right. 5 squared is equal to C squared. That's 4 plus 25, and that means 29. And the square root of 29 is going to be my C. So calculator, tell me the answer. In the real, 5.4. 5.4. There we go. There we go. Change up colors like I always do. I'm 14 here. Again, diagonally across. This is my C. Should have done that on the other one, but I stupidly forgot. So this is A. This is B. That's 3 squared plus 10 squared equals C squared. So we're going to be 9 plus 100 equals C squared. So we're going to have to do the square root of 109 to get my answer. Calculator, can you tell me the answer again? Yes, you can. 10.4. There we go. Okay, on number 15, involves decimals. In fact, 15 and 16, that's interesting. They did it that way. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, good. All right, now they fixed it. So on 15, we have to actually find what is the leg, because on 15, oops, there we go. This is my C, because this is directly across. And this is going to be my A. So this is my B I'm trying to find on 15. So I'm going to have A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. That's going to be 3.6 squared plus B squared is equal to 7.4 squared. I got my calculator. 3.6 to the second power. Oh no. It's going to be 12.96. I'm going to do 7.4 to the second power. It's 54.76. Now here's where we have to do things different. On the other ones, on 13 and 14, see how I added A and B, right? I'm actually going to subtract C from A. So I'm going to subtract 12.96 on both sides. So whenever I'm trying to find the leg, I'm actually going to end up subtracting the hypotenuse, right? Which is the C from the legs A or B. So I'm going to use my calculator and do 54.76 minus 12.96 is 41.8. And now I take the square roots on both sides. B is going to give me, which is 6.5. There we go. So that's how you do it. Whatever, who cares? Make sure I did it right. Yep. Yep, perfect. And that actually makes sense. That's my B, right? Because isn't 6.5 greater than 3.6? It is. All right, on number 16, again, the side directly across is my C, making this my A and this my B. On 16, I use different colors so y'all can follow along. So I have A squared plus B squared equals C squared. A is 3.9 to the second power. I don't know what the b is, but I know the c is 11 squared. Now I know 11 squared is 121. How do I know this? Mental math and number sense. 3.9 squared is 15.21. And remember, just like I did on number 15, I'm going to subtract instead of adding this time. Remember, when I add when I'm trying to find the c, I subtract when I'm trying to find b or a. So b squared is going to be 121 minus 15.21, which is 105.79. And of course, to find my final answer, I'm going to take the square root on both sides. So the square root of 105.79 is about 10.3. There we go. All right, let me move on to number 17 on towards the bottom. Yeah, just zoom in a little bit, just a little bit. Ugh. Reposition myself. All right, again, on 17, I know I may have, twisted it sideways, but if you look across, this is your C, making this your A and your B. Again, I use the same formula. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So I'm going to have 6.5 squared plus B squared is equal to 9.9 squared. If my calculator, do 6.5 to the second power is 42.25. Squared. I'm going to find out what 9.9. Oops. 98.01. I'm going to subtract 42.25 on both sides. There we go. And when I do that, I'm going to left for b squared is equal to 98.01 minus 42.25, which is 55.76. I'm going to take the square root. So when I do that, I'm going to be left with square root 55.56. Oh, is it 56? No, 76. Ooh, I cannot make that mistake. Which is 7.5. Yep. Perfect. All right, on 18, I still have one more page of this to do. So right away, directly across, that's my C. Making this A and B. Remember, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So that's 9.7 squared plus B squared is equal to 13.3 squared. 94.09. Squared is equal to 13.3. 176.89. Then again, I'm going to subtract 94.09 on both sides. So when I do that, remember, bring this guy down. B squared is going to equal 176.89 minus 94.09, which is 82.8. What's with all these decimals? So B is going to be, I think this is why a lot of people do hate math, because when it gets easy, they make it harder on purpose to make it more challenging. And there's some people who it just completely turns them off, and rightfully so. Okay, and then the last page, thank God, is only 4 of these. Okay, so you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, I'll finish. I'll finish what I started. I did this, right? So I have to finish what I started. Okay, so a squared plus b squared equals c squared plus stuff. 5.2 squared plus 9.2 squared is equal to c squared. 5.2 to the second power is 27.04. Plus 9.2 to the second power is 84.64. We'll add those numbers up together. You see how when I'm trying to find the C, I add them up together? 0.04 plus 84.64. Sure, I'm adding the right stuff here. 84.64, perfect. That's 116.68. Then when I take the square root on both sides, I have my answer. Is 10.6. Yeah. 20, again, I'm trying to find the C. So this is my A and my B respectively. Scratch. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So that'd be 2.7 squared plus 6.5 squared is equal to C squared. 2.7 squared is 7.29. 6.5 squared is 42.25. If I add those together, 49.54. And I know the answer is going to be 7 point something because I know the square root of 49 is 7, right? Yeah, 7. Actually, wow. Dude, let's just say it's approximately 7.04. That's really close to 7, isn't it? I just rounded it up to the 10th place. Then on these last ones. Now they give us the C, making this my A and my B respectively. So we're gonna have A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We have 5.3 squared plus B squared is equal to 7.2 squared. Please tell me I have 7.2 squared somewhere. Yes, I do. No, I don't. No, I don't. Crap. 7.2 squared. That's 51.84. And then 5.3 squared is 28.09. Now I'm going to subtract. Remember? Now when I'm trying to find A or B, I subtract. On 19 and 20, I added, but I'm going to subtract now on both sides. One is 28.09. 51.84 minus 28.09 is 23.75. I'm going to take the square root on both sides. That's 4.9. All right, here we go. 22. The last one. Thank God, right? Again, double click across. This is A, this is C, and this is B. Hope y'all can't see my notifications popping in because that would be really embarrassing. C squared. 2.7 squared plus B squared is going to equal 6.5 squared. Look at that. I already know what 2.7 squared is, 7.29. Same thing I got on number 20, right? I wonder if I was lucky to get 6.5. No, I did not. Crap. 42.25. I already have that before. But now we have to subtract on both sides. So I'm going to do 42.25 minus 7.29, and I got 34.96. And of course, to get the square root of those, gives me my answer, which is 5.9. So guys, that's how you do the Pythagorean theorem. That's how you find the sides for A, B, and C. Please, if you need my help, you guys know you can always email me. I have tutorials Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5, okay? You guys have a great rest of your weekend and enjoy this beautiful 3-day President's Day, okay? Bye.